This is the day we got up really early and took a flight to Cairo and a bus down to the Fayoum oasis. First stop was the Greco-Roman city of Karanis. We examined some Middle Kingdom columns that are stored at this site. And Professor Bob got to play Pharaoh Head for a picture. Now we're going to walk to the old part of the city. Standing on top of one of the temples, I took this panorama of what you can see from up there. And as with many ancient city sites, most of what remains is just the walls. Khwaja Karun is a Ptolemaic temple dedicated to the god Sobek. Bob brought along a couple of plates from the Description de l'Egypte, which we photographed. This temple was first documented by Napoleon's savants. You can see the state in which they found it. And they recorded the relief of Sobek on the rear inside wall, which you could see at that time from the front, but no longer. Here's a picture of the inner sanctum, or the Holy of Holies. And there's lots of secret passages and tunnels that I must investigate. Actually, the next place was a small town near the lake. There we would visit a pottery school. We had to hang around in the bus for a while they figured out where this place was. It was a very pleasant place to visit, and we observed the standard procedures for making pottery. And of course, there's a shop to purchase their fine products. Finally, we drove along the coast to our exceptional hotel. I wouldn't mind staying there another night or two. The next day found us again driving through a small city to start the exciting pyramid segment of our tour.
Now, in the Middle Kingdom, they don't have quite the resources of the Old Kingdom, but they want to build pyramids, right? There are two dynasties, basically, of the Middle Kingdom, 11th and 12th. We are looking at a 12th dynasty pyramid, right? This is built by Amenemhet III, one of the pharaohs of Dynasty 12. The 12th dynasty is mainly Amenemhets and Sesostris, right? When we were at the last site, when we were looking at Karanis and looking at those pillars on the ground, there were Amenemhets there, right? Could have been this guy. I'm not sure exactly which Amenemhet we were looking at, but it could have been this guy's pillar. So they build mud brick pyramids. Now, if you look at the pyramids, you know, Val was saying there may be more mud bricks in that than stones in the Great Pyramid, right? Because they're smaller, right? This was once faced with white limestone. So originally, it would have looked like the Great Pyramid of Giza. It doesn't look very good. Now, you got to understand this about building a mud brick pyramid. You got different architecture. You can't put passageways and rooms inside a mud brick structure that big. Right? You can't. So for many of the mud brick pyramids, the burial chambers are beautiful. They look crummy now, but underneath, like a mastaba, is where the burials are. In this one, it's different. This one, it's different. There is a huge alabaster block of stone, and that is the burial chamber. Right? That is the burial chamber. Single block of stone. Now, inside that block of stone was found a sarcophagus for a daughter of Amenemhet III also, right? Now the daughter's name is Neferu Ptah. Neferu Ptah. No body was found, right? Just the sarcophagus. Neferu Ptah's pyramid, she had her own pyramid, and I'll give you the theory, is the only pyramid ever found intact with the burial and jewelry still intact.
Wow.
Now you're wondering, why don't we know about that, right? The reason is Neferu Ptah's burial, first of all, it had no entrance. None at all. What that means is she was already dead. They dug the burial chamber and then put the pyramid on top of it. This pyramid was excavated first by Flinders Petrie, the great British Egyptologist who was the founder of scientific Egyptology. Petrie could not find the entrance. I'll tell you why. When we walk around it, you will see. On the north side of the pyramid is where you always put entrances. Almost every pyramid has its entrance on the north side. Not this one. Petrie figured, it's on the north side. So he excavated for a year. And that's why you will see when we walk around that way, there is a huge gouge in the pyramid. He couldn't find the entrance. He was sure it was on the north side. It wasn't. Right? What he finally did was he went to the top of the pyramid and decided to tunnel straight down through it till he found the burial, which he did, right? Eventually. But it had been robbed even at that time.
So this is the real entrance of the pyramid here. Ooh, and I see we get to go inside, so let's take a look. Unfortunately, it's flooded with mud and water almost to the entrance. Now we have to back our way out of the city again.
Wow.
And here is the mud brick pyramid of Senweseret II.
You've got about 38 feet of bedrock. That's what you're looking at there. You see how underneath the rubble you can see white limestone, sort of? That's the bedrock here. And they built it inside, so the pyramid is built on top of that, right? Would have come out to there. And all on top of that was the mud brick and then the limestone casing. So they saved a huge amount of work. Now, you see the blocks sticking out of the corners?
Yes.
And periodically, let me draw a diagram. Is you've leveled your bedrock up that high, right? You've leveled your bedrock. Then they do something really unusual. They take limestone blocks and they build walls here, 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 and here. So you've got these walls. You with me so far? Mm-hmm. Then they build a wall here, 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 and here.
Wow.
So they've got walls. That's what you're seeing over there.
Oh.
The walls that are going right to the center, there. You with me?
Yes.
It's about, I think, 12 feet high, a little more.
Wow.
Okay? Then they fill it with mud brick rubble. And that becomes your core of the pyramid, and then the rest is mud brick going on up. So you've got real stability. You've got a limestone base, you've got limestone walls with mud brick rubble filling it.
Like a double foundation.
Exactly. And look at it, you can see it.
Directly in front are these deep shafts that are the entrance to the burial chamber. Unfortunately, there's no way to go down there. On the opposite side are many mastabas, also with shafts. And quite deep ones, I might add.
Well, it's quite a good view from up here. The pyramid and the mastaba field.